Divorced but still living in the family home? It's more common than you think, and it's called a deferred sale of residence order, often nicknamed a Duke order. This allows one parent, usually the one with primary custody, to stay in the house until the youngest child turns 18 or graduates high school. Imagine this: you're divorced, but your ex has to wait, say, 10 years to get their share of the house money. For many parents, this is the ultimate stability win. So why would a court agree to this? It all comes down to what's best for the children. The primary argument is psychological stability. Kids have already been through the emotional turmoil of their parents' separation. Uprooting them from their home, their school, their friends, and their neighborhood can be incredibly disruptive. A deferred sale order aims to minimize that disruption, providing a sense of continuity and normalcy during a very unstable time. It keeps their world as familiar as possible, which is a huge benefit for their well-being. Now, let's talk about the practicalities. Who pays the mortgage? This is a critical point that needs to be clearly defined in your divorce agreement. There are several ways to handle it. Sometimes the parent living in the house takes over the full mortgage payment. In other cases, the mortgage payment is split between both ex-spouses, perhaps in proportion to their incomes. Another common arrangement is for the mortgage payments to be treated as a form of child or spousal support. For example, if your ex is supposed to pay you support, they might just pay the mortgage directly instead. The key is to have a rock-solid, legally binding agreement so there are no surprises or arguments down the road. What about the money tied up in the house? This is where the term equity freeze comes in. Typically, when a deferred sale is ordered, the value of the house and the equity are determined at the time of the divorce. The departing spouse's share is essentially frozen at that amount. For instance, if the house is worth $500,000 with $200,000 in equity, and you each are entitled to half, your ex's share is locked in at $100,000. They won't get that money until the house is eventually sold, and they generally won't benefit from any future increase in the property's value. This is a major consideration for the person moving out. They are essentially making a long-term, interest-free loan to their ex. Why would anyone agree to that? Well, sometimes they don't have a choice if a judge orders it, but often it's because they also want what is best for their kids and are willing to make that financial sacrifice for their stability. However, the parent staying in the home usually gets the benefit of any appreciation. So if that $500,000 house is worth $700,000 when you sell it 10 years later, that extra $200,000 in value is often yours to keep. Of course, there are conditions. The parent staying in the home must be able to afford the mortgage, taxes, insurance, and upkeep. If they can't, the arrangement won't work. Also, major life events can trigger an earlier sale, like if the custodial parent remarries or decides to move in with a new partner. These details are all hammered out during the divorce proceedings. A deferred sale isn't the right solution for everyone. It requires a degree of cooperation and financial stability that not all divorcing couples have. But for those who can make it work, it offers a powerful way to prioritize the emotional health of their children above all else. It's a testament to putting the kids' needs first, even after the marriage has ended. If you're going through a divorce and have children, this is definitely something to discuss with your attorney. Understanding all your options is the first step to creating the best possible future for you and your family. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more insights into navigating family law.